Hello everybody, I'm Hayato At from Tech for Geeks, and we're going to do a quick unboxing and first look at the iPhone 5C. Now this is one of Apple's latest products, just released today alongside the iPhone 5S, and it's taking the place of last year's iPhone 5 model, and it's really essentially the same phone with a rehashed design. It's got this new all plastic unibody design with these colorful unique different colors. Comes in blue, obviously, as I have right here, as well as green, orange, yellow actually, white, and pink. And if we get this off of here, there we go. You can see that the packaging is very similar to the iPod Touch's packaging, and I'm having trouble getting the phone out of said packaging. Seems pretty tightly packed in there. There we go. There we go. So we have the iPhone 5C here. I have the blue model, and it's really nice actually. It feels good in the hand. The 5C is kind of reminiscent of the previous iPhone 3G, iPhone 2G, the older models, and it's curved all around the phone. It doesn't have those sharp edges like the iPhone 5 does, and I really actually like that quite a bit. It's really nice and smooth and comfortable in the hand. And here we see this welcoming hello in all kinds of different languages, pretty typical of Apple. So if I swipe over to the right, you can see it's going to ask me for my language. I speak English, of course. And we're going to pop my SIM card in here, and I'll be back in just a second so we can connect it online and activate the phone. Alright, so I've got my SIM card in the phone, and if I turn it on, you can see that hello screen again. I'm going to swipe over to the right, and now it gives me the option down here to use cellular connection. We're going to do that. And obviously this phone is running the new iOS 7 update to the entire system. It's really very, very different, and I'm pretty excited about that. So I'm going to set it up as a new phone. I do have an Apple ID, but I'll set that up later. Just to save time, I'll agree to that. You know how all this works. Create a 4-digit passcode. Let's just do 1234 for now. And it warns me that that's an easy and obvious password. Something you would put on your luggage case. So iOS 7, it's on the surface, it's very different, of course. Although fundamentally, it's pretty similar to the way it's been. Obviously, you still have this grid of icons over here. The same 4x5 grid and 4 icons in the dock. You can make folders just as you have been for the past several years, although now these folders take you into this, it launches you into the folder, which is actually paginated now, and I quite like that. That's very nice. It helps with managing things a little bit better. I'll take these out of the folder. If I hit home button again, that gets rid of that. Now this is not the iPhone 5S, so it doesn't have the fingerprint scanner right here, and it does still have that rounded out square on the home button, but you know, it's very similar to the iPhone 5, so there's not, you know, you can't really expect that to be in there. This is a really nice blue on the phone. We have here, we'll take a little look around real quick. So down here it says iPhone, of course, like they always do, and it has some FCC information. Really not a whole lot else on the back. It's clean and free of branding as per usual on the iPhone, other than the Apple logo right up here and this 8-megapixel camera with the LED flash. Over on the right side of the phone, we have the volume rocker and the volume rocker and the vibrate rocker. And top is the power button. Left is nothing but the SIM tray. And on the bottom we have the lightning connector, 4 speaker dock cutouts, some screws for taking apart the phone. Obviously you shouldn't be getting into your phone, but that's for technicians. And then we have the headphone jack. Other than that, there's really not a whole lot to the phone. It's the same iPhone 5 in a different body, as I said earlier. So it's got the same A6 chip, the same 8-megapixel camera, the same 4-inch Retina display. You already know all this stuff. And there it is asking me for my passcode, and we already put it as 1234. Lets me in the phone with this nice little animation I'm not going to cover all the differences in the applications yet because that'll be saved for a different video. But you know, this is some of the things that they've changed on the surface of the phone. Just a new look, and I'm excited to try that out. I honestly haven't used an iPhone personally in a couple of years, so it'll be nice to see how they've improved it since then. Now, going back to the box, you can see it just says hello here. Lift that up, and there's actually something beneath it. It says iPhone 5C, with some point outs to the buttons, teaching you, if you're a new user to the iPhone, which most people are not going to be, but who knows. Welcome to iPhone, learn more, phone info guide, and some obligatory Apple stickers are right there. Down on the box we have the earbuds, of course, that Apple always sells, or the ear pods rather, the wallboard, and the lightning cable. So that is pretty much all there is to cover on that. So if you want to see more videos like that, Jen's actually just unboxed the iPhone 5S, so you can check that out in the link below. And we'll have more coverage on both iPhone models, as well as some other phone coverage. I'm getting the LG G2 here soon to review, and we'll have a review on the Moto X coming up on Wednesday as well. Here is, speaking of that, the phone next to the iPhone 5C. So pretty different in size. The Moto X was never a huge phone, but it's about the same size until you turn on the screens, where you can really see there's quite a difference in the screen size between that 4.7-inch display on the Moto X and the 4-inch on the iPhone 5C. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.